Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome. This is Warriors of Light Astro Tarot. I'm David. We're doing your heart spread read. This is a love, romance, and relationship reading. This is for the mid-May time frame. This is for whoever's on your mind, whoever you're thinking of, whoever you're in a relationship with. It could be a singles reading, in which case this card would be predictive of the person that you're not actually thinking of or in a relationship with, but someone that's coming in to your life here in this mid-May time frame. I'll leave that up to you to intuit. And I got to be honest with you, even as I'm starting, usually I look at them ahead of time. Obviously, it's 8 cards. I lay them out ahead of time. And I kind of know exactly where I'm going, but I don't 100% know right now. And I'll say this, though. When I was laying them out, I thought this was the Three of Wands. I'm not real familiar. They were using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. And so I thought it was the Three of Wands at first, and then I looked against, no, that's the Page of Wands. And then I did look at the bottom of the deck, really kind of for guidance in this reading, because I really wasn't sure where it's going. And it's the Three of Wands, so there's no coincidences in tarot. But let me kind of start with this start. This is your energy in around love, romance, and relationship, the Three of Pentacles, the good worker card. This is your person's energy here, the Nine of Swords. So first thing I do is compare those two, and that's not working at all. But I like to see this as just your energy and their energy in general, not yet in terms of how you're relating. That comes here, how you're relating to them, and here, how they're relating to you. And so with the Three of Pentacles, it's a good workers card. It often also emphasizes cooperation. In some decks, it goes one way or the other. Here, it kind of combines them. You have this guy's ready to do his good work here, and these guys are watching, and it looks like they're helping them. So it's a cooperation and work. And if I look at this as just your energy, it's like you're someone, it's a really positive card. It's doing the good work, caring about your work. This is the craftsperson, man or woman, and this is the craftsperson. A glassblower wants the best job done. They want a gift for their lover. They don't want to make it. They go to her because she's the best glassblower in the trade. So that's kind of the energy of this. So I kind of get that. Maybe you're kind of busy with your work now. So if this is your reading, you'll know, because that's going to ring a bell or not. Now, your person coming in with this energy, this indicates to me it's, again, past energy. We're not yet involved in the relationship. And, I believe they have unfinished business. They don't have closure on a past relationship. They're up at night worrying about it. So in terms of a relationship, that's always difficult when you have that. But now as you guys start relating, you're coming in as the Page of Wands. And again, I also had this Three of Wands, coming in, because my first thought, actually this reading clicks if that's Three of Wands, right? To me. Because then that would show you're someone that's really looking for your ships to come in, and you're not really much into this relationship. Maybe, it's a fling, or it's friends with benefit. You're just not taking it that seriously. But a Page of Wands, now looking right into the reading, could be player energy. Of course, you know that, but I don't think that's the case here. But it does show that you have this interest here. But it could be a sexual interest more. And also, a page is not a real strong interest. It's not I love you or anything. It's like, hey, what's up? I think you're attractive. I'd like to get to know you better. Would like to go on a date. It's that kind of energy. And I think somehow you're triggering them because, and probably like you're doing nothing wrong. This is a new relationship, and you've kind of been busy. You got your own life here, and maybe you only have so much to dedicate anyway. I don't get it, Libra. Right now, you're the person that's going to be, texting all day with someone constantly, and maybe that's what they need. Almost, this of course thoughts and could be texting, that kind of reassurance, but you're showing up with this interest, and actually in a new relationship, a Page of Wands, nothing wrong with that, you should have some fire in the beginning. It should be sexy, but the way they're reacting to you with the Five of Pentacles, it's the lack mentality. It's not feeling good enough, and it's definitely poverty. So what you're not giving them enough. That's why I said if it was a Three of Wands, then it would really make sense, because you're not giving them enough because they're really an option, and they're not the one. But I'm not so sure that's the case. And I say because of the outcome here with, the Strength card and the advice from tarot for the relationship as a whole being the Queen of Wands. That's a talk. But now coming under your page of wands is the Ten of Wands. So now this is the position of advice from Spirit for this relationship in particular. And if we come in here and you're this good worker, and I said you're busy with your work, you only got so much to give them. If you're taking this relationship seriously and you are thinking of this person, or you wouldn't be watching. So this is clearly being advised. You got to put your burden down, you know. And at the very least, like when you go out on a date, when you're involved with this person, you need to like turn off your cell phone. Don't look at it. I'm old. It's easy for me to say, right? But give this person your attention, and maybe give them the time, wands or actions. And also it could kind of be said, just give them more, more than the page of wands energy, I think. And now that's interesting because if you follow that advice, look what it does. It changes them from the Five of Pentacles to the Sun. I mean, you can't get a greater change. And I think like really all they really want like is your attention. And it's up to you to decide whether they're wanting too much. They could be. They could be kind of needy. They're coming from this Nine of Swords energy. But if you will put down some of this burden and give them the attention, then it just lights them up. And so what you need to maybe understand, if you following with this reading, I think what it's saying is if you're feeling like they're kind of a downer, or like they're too needy, or you can't give them enough, love. I think that by making this adjustment with this Ten of Wands and putting down some of your burden outside the relationship and giving more of your energy to this relationship, you would see an immediate change. And the Sun energy is wonderful, and it's in reaction to that Ten of Wands, and it's advice from Spirit. And I always say, I always trust myself. I never trust the fucking government, but I always trust advice from Spirit, which leads us to the advice for the relationship as a whole. And when I see the Queen of Wands in this position, that is definitely a straightforward, honest, kind of tough talk. The Queen of Swords doesn't muck around, doesn't beat around the bush, and I think that's what needs to happen here. And it looking at what's going on here, it could be simply, and remember, if you do this, I think this person, their personality is going to change, and part of the problem, like they came into this relationship, was what you need to talk about. I think this is a great reading for you to share with your person. I would love that. And the cross watcher could see if they resonate, could get something from it, because I want this to be helpful, not just descriptive. You know what's going on, right? But how can we help? So what can be help here is that if you have this tough conversation, and just to have this tough conversation is kind of you really giving them a lot of attention, just to sit and really take someone serious. She's taking this seriously, Queen of Wands, and to have a serious conversation immediately shows that you care. And for a lot of Libras can be hard because you don't want to rock the boat, you don't like uncomfortable energy, and this conversation's not going to be your comfortable conversation. This is going to be sit down, babe, sit down, hon, and we really got to talk. That kind of conversation. But I think like there's a potential with this just to clear a lot of air. It could be a lot that's not. They're assuming probably. That's the thing. So they see you working and busy, and they assume you're not interested. But you're interested. Your page of wands interested. Which is appropriate right now. And so I think like if you do this, what it's saying is that you could end up with this Strength card being the outcome here. And it's Leo energy. I'd love to know if you do know astrology as an astrologer. In your composite chart particularly, are you a Leo rising or Leo sun, as a couple? If you are, do leave me a comment. Leave me a comment anyway. I appreciate all your comments, and do subscribe and like and all that. I think in YouTube now only 10 subscribers away from 1,000 will be able to go live, so that's a big deal. And I'll put this on TikTok too. But a Strength card in a Leo relationship, that's all heart and romance. And so again, it's sort of similar to the Sun. And if you put this down and you give them attention and you have this talk, the outcome is going to be this really romantic and heart-centered relationship which is really good, guys. So let me know what you think. Thank you.